Hello, hello, people of God, on today. Listen, I'm praying that all is well with you and yours, and that you are giving God his due praise, his due glory, his due honor, because this is the day that the Lord has made. We just might as well rejoice and be glad in it. And if you're not feeling as joyful as you want to, just kind of dig a little bit deeper and find that joy unspeakable. But listen, sometimes when we are in a very dark place, it feels like we've been buried or we've been left alone. But saints, could it be that we've actually been planted? You know, the phrase, "it came to pass," it appears over and over and over again in the Word of God. Whether it's mentioning the flood waters, covering the earth, or God giving the promised land to the Israelites. Now notice the phrase is not, "it came to stay." The same goes for your spiritual valley. It will not be like this forever, saints. This too shall pass. But until then, we're in it. But we're in it to win it. Now, how we manage what we're going through while we're in it, or what we do in the midst of it, it's going to determine our outcome. Because when we are in a season of feeling far from God, we have to look at how God is growing us, how he is changing us, how he is delivering us. And here are a couple of byproducts of the spiritual drought. You know, deeper intimacy when difficulties come our way. We're going to either run from God or we're going to run into the hands of God. And if we run from him, we'll never know what he has been trying to show us or teach us during this season. But if we run to him, we will get the information that we need. We will know him better. We will love him more deeply. We will trust him more wholeheartedly. Our faith will grow. It will be built. But if we never needed comfort, guess what? Wouldn't get to know the comforter if we never needed that. We have to realize that we can't overcome any of these trials and tribulations in our own strength. It's actually when we admit that we are weak, that his strength in abundance, we will be made strong. Then we will discover a new level of power in our lives, saints. While none of us look forward to any struggles, to any problems, to any difficult times in our lives, there's so much spiritual growth on the other side, because we consider this, when we are in these struggles, the backside of the blessing. Maybe you've lost a job, or maybe a relationship didn't work out. Maybe there's turmoil in your relationship and it has really impacted you. But once we are on the other side of this season, we'll be able to look back on the backside of our blessing and see where God was working it out. See how he was changing us. See how he had planted us. We want out of our spiritual dry spell so desperately that we don't recognize that God is doing a new thing even in us while those trials are going on. We have to learn to embrace them instead of pushing them away. We can look forward to the future outcome of what God's will is and what God will do in and through us as we trust him. as we seek Him for our next step. So let's take what God has allowed and move forward with a positive attitude. Move forward with a positive mindset, knowing that these light afflictions are only but a moment. A reflection on today, though, is what is God teaching me in this season that I'm in? And what steps of faith should I take as God brings things to pass? Saints, be blessed. Again, thank you for listening.